Howdy folks, welcome back to Austin Vintage Wheels. Well, today I have something that's very dear to my heart to show you. So take a look at this. What I have here is a 1975 Yamaha DT175, just like the one I had when I was 16 years old. This model bike taught me how to ride on the road. It taught me how to ride on the dirt. It taught me that it hurts when you fall. It made me look cool with the girls. It took me to school, it took me to work, it took me to the beach. Most importantly, it taught me about motorcycle mechanics and repair and maintenance, and it gave me this sense of freedom that made me fall in love with riding motorcycles. So my plan is to do a full inspection, take notes of everything that this needs to get done. I'm going to give it a light restoration, mechanical and cosmetic, and then make it to where it's going to be a fun all-around town bike that's going to have a little bit of class. So if you have something like this in your garage, or you think you want to get something like this on Facebook Marketplace or on Craigslist, then stay tuned and I'm going to give you some pointers on what to look out for, what are the pitfalls, what are the tools you need, what are the things you do, particularly with these early Yamaha two-strokes, but this will transfer to most any kind of old vintage bike that you'd like to restore and get involved with. These things are a ton of fun, so stay tuned and join in the program. Okay, starting here on the front end, I did replace the tires and tube. If you inspect the forks and the fork seals, you can see here that I do have some pitting on the forks. That you can get new fork tubes. Those are about 130, 140 bucks. I'm gonna try and clean these up and see if I can get them to work. The steering head bearing needs replacing. You can feel it kind of grating, and so those are two big jobs. The steering head bearing, you got to pull off the whole front end, which we'll do in another video, and also the fork seals, which we will do here in that same video as well too. The swing arm pivot, I need to check and see. The shocks and springs here in the back, they do have a little bit of rusting and pitting. I may pull them off. They seem to be potentially rebuildable here, so I may get a chance to replace a seal in there as well too and get that all repaired. I did put a new chain and sprockets on it as well too. I'm going to pull the exhaust pipe off and perhaps repaint or powder coat that. And I may pull the cylinder head off. It's just, how many bolts is it? It's 5 bolts, I think, or 4 bolts. And you can get the cylinder head off and at least inspect the cylinder and make sure everything in there looks pretty good. On the cosmetic side, I am going to put some rear turn signals on it. I have the front ones. We'll get those all put on. I did add new rear rubber for it, so it has decent rubber on it now. The clutch is slipping slightly, so I did put new plates in it already, but it's still slipping. I need to perhaps replace the springs, which means pulling off that side cover to get that done. Other than that, on the handlebars and up top, I'm gonna get the turn signals, put them back on here on the front. Also, I found this switch gear. You can get replacement switch gear, so I'm gonna get one of those and get that replaced. I think also I can find the rubbers that go inside these instruments to help isolate them a little bit. They're all, as they say in England, they're perished. Other than that, this bike is in really quite nice original condition, so I'm looking forward to giving it just that little extra spiff up and get it back in action.